Have you heard what's happening in Britain right now? In the quiet town of Epping, a storm is brewing over a hotel used to house asylum seekers. The story begins when Epping Forest District Council secured a high court injunction to stop the Bell Hotel being used for migrants. This came after weeks of violent protests outside the hotel, leading to multiple arrests and even police officers injured. The council argued that the site had become a breeding ground for unrest. Nigel Farage, leader of Reform UK, immediately hailed the court's decision as a victory for the people of Epping. He went even further, calling on towns across Britain to copy their example by holding peaceful demonstrations outside migrant hotels and by pressuring local councils to go to court to drive asylum seekers out. He insisted that people now know together they can win. But this didn't go unanswered. Security Minister Dan Jarvis hit back, saying, "The very best politicians bring people together, while the very worst try to drive people apart." He confirmed the government is studying the ruling closely, and the Home Office is considering an appeal. Officials, he added, are also looking at alternative accommodation for the 138 asylum seekers currently living in the Bell Hotel. So let me ask you, do you believe housing migrants in local hotels is a fair solution? Or is it unfair on the communities that host them? And are street protests a legitimate way to be heard? Or do they simply deepen division? Share your thoughts in the comments, because your voice matters and it helps shape the debate right here in England now. Meanwhile, Labour's Home Secretary Yvette Cooper attempted a last-minute intervention to block the closure warning that other councils could follow Epping's lead, undermining the entire government plan to use hotels as migrant accommodation. With dozens of councils now expected to mount legal challenges, the battle over asylum hotels could reshape Britain's migration policy altogether. On the other side, Conservative-led Broxbourne Council has already said it is considering its own injunction to close a 4-star hotel used for asylum seekers. In South Norfolk, councillors are using planning rules instead to ensure families are prioritized over single adult men, a move that could effectively transform hotels into hostels. The issue escalated further after one asylum seeker staying at the Bell Hotel was charged with sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl, a case that fueled anger and gave campaigners even more reason to demand the hotel's closure. Conservative leader Kemi Badenoch declared that the migrants must be moved immediately, while her shadow Home Secretary Chris Philp said local residents should never have had to fight their own government simply to feel safe in their town. Asylum seekers be relocated out of residential communities entirely? Or is there a balance to be struck between safety and compassion? Tell us what you think down below, and if you want to keep up with the biggest stories shaping Britain, remember to like this video, subscribe, and join the discussion on England. Now 7 Source, The Independent UK.